This is my... Why did that sound like you said hi? This is my audience. Cards. Have you or a loved one experienced a mental illness? If so, you are not alone. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, 1 in 5 adults will experience a mental illness each year. In fact, 7% of Americans alone will suffer with the mental illness depression. Today I want to inform you on depression. Soon you will know what causes depression and what symptoms to look for, how to overcome depression, and how to help support someone who is going through depression. As being someone who has been diagnosed with depression myself, I find it is necessary to educate my friends and family on what depression is so that they can understand what I'm going through and help support me through it. By gaining this knowledge for yourself, you will be able to take care of your loved ones and even yourself in a time of need. Did you know, according to the World Health Organization, 76 to 85% of low and middle class income countries are left untreated for their depressive disorder? This is partly due to inaccurate assessment. By understanding what the causes and symptoms are for depression, we will be able to correctly diagnose those who have depression and give them proper treatment. Harvard.edu has said that stressful life events such as loss of a loved one or loss of a job, early childhood trauma such as the death of a parent or the absence of a loved one's affection, medical problems such as cancer or nutritional deficiencies, and even medications due to side effects all cause depression. The DNA Learning Center has found those with the shorter variant gene are more likely to become depressed after situational depression as the ones I mentioned before. The environment is another factor, such as a learned behavior through a parent who had depression, and even hormonal changes such as puberty, PMS, and pregnancy. The DSM-5 criteria shows symptoms for depression, and if you have 5 or more of these symptoms for over a 2-week period of time, you more than likely have the depressive disorder. Those include hypersomnia, insomnia, loss of appetite or gain in weight, or loss of interest or in pleasure in activities that you once found pleasure in. Even self-harm or suicidal thoughts are all symptoms of depression. Did you know that according to the World Health Organization, another barrier to untreated depression is due to a lack of resources, lack of healthcare providers, and a social stigma around mental illness depression? If we find out what the treatments are for depression, we will be able to break that barrier and lower that percentage of those who are suffering with depression that are left untreated. The American Psychological Association has found that medication and therapy both significantly reduce the symptoms of depression. Psychotherapy is so beneficial, it'll even reduce the symptoms so that they don't return even after treatment is over. But what if you can't afford medication or therapy? There are other actions you can take. These actions include getting exercise every day. Even starting simple for 10 minutes a day will improve your mood for 2 hours. Getting your vitamin D, sunlight every day. Making sure you're eating a well-balanced diet, never skipping meals and getting your vitamins. Deterring your negative thoughts and doing relaxation techniques are all ways that you can help overcome your depression. Even if you don't have depression, it's important for us to know these facts so that we can help support those who do have depression. It's hard for those to understand those with depression because we haven't been able to deal with it before. SeizeTheAwkward.org has several ways that you can be there for someone who has depression. This includes listening to them and asking open-ended questions, telling them to talk to an expert, letting them know it's okay to feel the way that they do, and being a friend that they can rely on. Helpguide.org has mentioned never to say that it's all in their head, that you can't do anything to help them, and to just get over it. An example of how a conversation could go is, I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope everything's okay. If you need anyone to talk to, you can talk to me, judgment free. If you don't feel comfortable talking to me, you can talk to someone like a loved one or someone else you feel comfortable with. Even if you don't want to talk to them, try to talk to a professional about it. Depression is real, and in some cases, it leads to suicide. Every 12 minutes, someone kills themselves due to depression. By knowing what causes and symptoms are of depression, how to overcome depression, and how to help someone with depression, we can avoid such extreme cases like this.